What's happening, everybody? I'm Alan. So my original plan before I heard the bylaws for this show was to come up here and do a bunch of real specific racial slurs about Dutch people while I was standing in front of the fire exit. But that's fucked. So you guys all saw, we all saw Elon Musk do the Nazi salute that may not have been a Nazi salute, but definitely, absolutely for certain was a Nazi salute, right? When I saw that human fucking Go-Gurt do that, it was just further confirmation to me that X is an unfinished logo. There's a lot of wild shit going on right now politically, though, right? Like RFK is about to be in charge of our health care. I'm going to repeat that. RFK is about to be in charge of our health care. And there are people that are legitimately excited about that fact, but no one is more excited than polio. In about 18 years from the day he takes office, the Special Olympics are going to get a lot more competitive. I heard someone on Twitter say that RFK was brave for even serving because he has a target on his back. That is a generational improvement over where the targets were located on his dad and uncle. It is wild though, right? Like finding out RFK is about to be in charge of your health care is like finding out your podiatrist only chose that specialty because they like to fuck feet. It's not encouraging. Any of you guys married? Any married people in the room? We got some married people, all right. Way to go, married people. Way to be enthusiastic about it. So I've been married for about 8 years. And marriage is wild to me. It's very, very interesting because you pick a person that you love, right? And over the years of being with them, you just constantly learn new little things about this person. Like a couple of years ago, my wife started buying rocks off the internet. It's a fucking wild way to find out you married an autistic. But my autistic wife and I, we have a dog. And my dog is crazy, like, I mean clinically crazy, you guys. My dog has his own Valium prescription and his own Trazodone prescription. And I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but in the 1950s, they referred to Valium as mother's little helper. So my dog is essentially a 1950s housewife. The big difference being he doesn't get beat as much as a 1950s housewife. But to be fair to my dog, he doesn't burn the fucking meatloaf. Get your shit together, Grandma. So my ancestors are Dutch, but my dad, when I was a kid, for whatever reason, he used to tell me that my ancestors were Polish. And I think he just found it funny thinking of me having to call over 3 of my cousins every time I wanted to change a light bulb. Do you guys have dumb Polak jokes? Is that a thing? That was a big thing in the 80s. If dumb Polak constitutes a racial slur, I apologize. I told you guys about my insane dog. When we were trying to get my insane dog some help, I had a vet tell me that sometimes you just have to help your animals come out of their shell. And that's a fantastic philosophy until you get a turtle. And then you just murdered a turtle. So again, I've been married if you keep waving that candle like that, everybody's gonna know it's fake. This is all an illusion. So yeah, like I told you guys, I've been married 8 years, and before I met my wife, I made some really questionable dating decisions. And I've struggled for years to find out, to kind of identify and label the type of woman that I was always attracted to. And I finally decided that what they are is above ground pools. Allow me to explain. So when you first get one, you're super excited, and you call everybody and tell them that you got one. You constantly think about being inside of it. You're very studious at first, and you check it every morning and make sure it has all the chemicals that it needs to stay balanced. But very shortly, it becomes apparent that it's driving your property values down, and it's driving your insurance rates up, And if you don't use a filter with it, you're probably going to get an infection. And then later you find out that every time you leave your house, a couple of your neighbors have been swimming in your pool. And now there's a little pool on the way. But you know the new pool's not yours because the water's black. And even after you get rid of it, you can't stop thinking about it all the time because it leaves a big brown ring in your yard. All right, you guys, that's all I got. I'm Alan James. Have a good night.